Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Coach Hadassah here, metaphysician, personal development coach, wellness entrepreneur, and proud founding member of Extreme FX Global Academy, where Bitcoin and Forex collide. Listen, we're going. Do I want to go that way? Okay, I'll go this way. When I go on the morning walk, I always, there's so many ways to go, right? And I'm like, which way do I want to go today? Look, that's life too. It's a life lesson in that. There are multiple ways, that you can go in direction to get to your destination. Of course, you want to choose the way that's like the quickest route. At least that's me. I want to choose the quickest route to get there. But yeah, from where you are, there are multiple ways to get to your destination. Anyway, that's not what I came on here to talk about. Um, it's just a morning walk. And listen, this morning I I saw the sun shining. I was like, "Ooh, it's a great day where I could go, excuse me, ride my bike." I thought I was gonna come out here with my bike until I opened the door and that wind hit me. I was like, "Ooh, it's cold." Like I don't know where I live, right? And that's one thing. It's the difference between walking and the air, wind, whatever do what it do. And it's cold, and then riding a bike, and then you really have to blowing on you, and I would be freezing. So I'm on foot, but it's really nice out here this morning. What's wrong with this person? This little boy, or is it a girl? I don't know, but they out here walking with their mama, and they act like they tired. You better walk. You better get to stepping. Anyway, shoot, I should have put some gloves on my hands. I'm holding this phone, and now my fingers are freezing. So I won't be before you all too long at all, because I have to put my hands in my pockets because it's cold. But yeah, it's a nice day out. So listen, this is what I want you to do, especially, well, I don't know, it depends, because if you're working, oh, I thought that was a whole animal. That was just a furry sock or something. Um, if you're working, then you may be on your commute to work. And I get it. You may be driving, or you may have had to walk to the bus or the train to get on in order to get to work. So you probably had your exercise already, just walking, right? But if not, if this is a Freedom Friday for you, because maybe maybe you're self-employed, maybe you have your own business, um, and your schedule may possibly be a little flexible. You okay? Okay. Yeah, they look, where you at? Where you go? Where you at? Look, you see him? He back there. He's a little boy. And I think he out here walking with either his mother or sister or somebody. And she mad. She got the dog. Ooh, that's a dog. This is a dog. Yeah, lady. Get your dog. Okay. Look like it's an obedient dog. Come on. You gonna walk through it, baby. It's okay. I asked him was he okay. His he legs okay? Just stinging, Yeah. He ain't used to walking. Oh, okay. Just a little fat. Right, right. That's why we out here. Right. Oh, and she said he ain't used to walking. Baby, listen. Okay, because I was in the middle of talking about walking. Anyway, but she said, we gotta walk. He not used to walking. She said, we still gotta move. Like, exactly. That's the whole point. Walk it. Walk it out. You gotta walk it out. Look, listen, walk. Look, walk in the spirit. All right. And then get out here just as a physical manifestation of walking in the spirit. You know, you can get out here and just walk for 30 minutes a day. I mean, if you were um like some weight challenges or something like that. Now sometimes it's emotional weight. A lot of people carry emotional weight. So it's like no matter what it is they're doing, it's like, oh my gosh, I'm working out, I'm eating right or different or, whatever. And I just can't seem to get this weight off. Well, it's because you're carrying emotional weight. And so you have to drop that. You have to drop and release those trapped negative emotions that you carrying on you. Some of the emotions probably not even yours, right? Let it go. Give the listen. Whoever bags emotional bags that they are, you either just drop them where they at, or you give them back to return to sender. That's what you do, and watch that weight just fall off. You'll be wondering like, what in the It'll just go. It will just go. And then, if it's really physical weight because, it may be food or whatever, then you get out here and walk either way, and it'll just start falling off. A lot of people get intimidated by exercise because of what we've been sold, you know. And I mean, it's cool, it's okay. Folks, they out here, they made businesses, they in business to make money, right? And so what's marketed as exercise, and you have to be you have to have a gym membership, and you got to go hard in the gym, and all of that kind of stuff. It's funny because a lot of people that a lot of trainers, personal trainers, if they're honest, they will tell you, because I've had many of them tell me, right? They like, listen, you don't need all that. You know, you can exercise with your own body weight. That's the first thing that they'll say is exercising with your own body weight is the best form of exercise anyway. Like you don't need a weight, you don't need any of that, right? Because a lot of that stuff, that equipment, it starts to wear and tear on your body. And I remember, cause look, here I go with who was I pregnant with? Kid. I remember stuff by like which baby was that I had the year 1852. But anyway, Meyer, that's who it was. After I had Meyer, and I I I started working out because I was like, listen, I'm gonna do one or two things. I'm gonna work out, or it's gonna be a whole problem. So I think I'm gonna just work out because I don't feel like going to jail today or any other day, right? So I started going to the gym and working out, and I noticed that my knees, like something was going on with my knees. I'm like, what in the heck? They were just hurting, but it was that freaking treadmill. It was me walking on the treadmill, and it had my knees. I won't say it had my knees messed up, but it it wore my knees out for a bit. And when I stopped, when I stopped doing that, and I stopped doing all of the things that the trainer was training me to do. I mean, although I started seeing the results, which was good, but there were a lot of things that were aching. My knees wasn't as great anymore. Everything in my joints, it wasn't cool. So when I stopped doing that and I just started doing certain exercises that I remember that I was trained to do, but I just did it without the weights. Those pains went away. They did. And I'm like, huh, that's interesting. But of course, as time continued and I started uh, speaking with different trainers because they all have their philosophy. And I always go with two or three, right? In the mouths of two or three witnesses, let the matter be established. So they had three trainers that all told me pretty much the same thing. Different people, didn't know each other, but they were trainers. And they all had that same philosophy and told me the same thing that, hey, you really don't need all of that. Um, and look, and that didn't affect their money at all either. It didn't. It didn't affect their money. If anything, it made them more sought after because they were honest with their clientele. So shoot, you you about couldn't book them. He's like, it's hard for me to get an appointment with the trainer to get trained by them. But they had a really good health philosophy, and it's not to say that they didn't use any weights or anything like that, but for the most part, they trained their clients, their clientele with just working with their own body weight. Because that's the thing. If it was something that ever happened where that client couldn't get to them, because that's what happens, people end up having little money issues for a little period of time and they might have to cut out the personal trainer. Well, the personal trainer don't want to see all of their work with their client just go to waste, right? So they let them educate them on the things that they can do at home to maintain. That is when you really have someone that is good. You know, educate you on what you can do at home without them. Not, trying to have you in a way where you dependent upon them, where like, oh, I gotta go in, I gotta go in. Like, no. But walking, if you just get out and walk. I think I mentioned that before, and you all probably saw the lady. She was an older lady, and she was having weight issues, and she just started walking around her apartment, just walking in a circle in her apartment every day, um, for about 30 minutes a day. And she just walked the weight off. That was it. So now, not that I'm trying to walk off any weight at all whatsoever. you know, I'm like 5'3", uh, 120 pounds, 5'3", 120 pounds. I need to gain 8 pounds back. Uh, when I eat, it probably go to my hair, like it really does. But being active, getting out here walking, riding a bike, everybody need exercise. And that's the thing about it. Just because people are little, it don't mean that they healthy. Baby, listen. I know some little people that are unhealthy and sturdier people that are healthy. So don't let height, weight, size, anything like that fool you at all whatsoever. But just get out and move, right? Get out and move, walk. The sun is out now. Let that sun shine on you and activate the vitamin D in your body, especially if you live in the Midwest where we lose that sun. And most Midwesterners uh, experience the SADS, right? Seasonal, what is it called? Seasonal affective, I think that's seasonal affective depression. I think that's what seasonal affective depression. I think that's what the acronym for the SADS. And then we turning around and eating a sad diet, the standard American diet, just sad. Woo, terrible. Just say if it's anything that's on your, when you look at your plate, if everything is brown, uh-uh, My grandmama told me that. She said, make sure that your plate have colors. Make sure that your plate have colors on it. The food on your plate is colorful. She would always say that you need something green and orange and yellow and this. And I'm like, okay, grandma. But look, that's grandma. She know. And this woman walked everywhere. She, because she didn't drive. So she walked to the bus, got off the bus, walked to another bus station, got off that bus, walked to get to a train, got on that. She just walked and she cooked her own food. And so, man, after she been through in her life and she's still living. As a matter of fact, I need to call her today. She is still here, alive and well. Like, she's older, so she got some stuff going on. But for the most part, like I said, with things that she been through and she's still kicking, I'm like, yeah, walking and making sure that you're eating your fruits and vegetables and stuff like that, your 4 pillars that you need for your body is great. She was a prime example of that. Um, I'm wondering if that lady and her son made it over here. She was saying, she said, he not used to walking. Now she out there and she was hefty. She was a hefty woman. And she walking. She's just going. She's doing this. And this little boy, I guess it was her son, he not used to walking. And he's sitting there rubbing his legs. He got to take a break. Like, what? That's crazy. Remember when I was younger, we walked everywhere. I used to walk to my friend's house when we lived in the city. We were on 69th and Krieger. They lived on like 80 something in Merrill. And my butt walked all the way over there, like almost every day. That was a heck of a walk. But thank goodness I got a ride back home. But that was a good 20 plus blocks going one way and then the other direction, baby. I did a lot of walking. Shoot, that's probably why I am so little, because I walked I walked and danced so much when I was younger. So hey, it is what it is. Am I gonna walk all the way down? I don't think I'm gonna walk all the way. No, yes I am. I'm gonna go ahead, walk all the way down here to Cicero doing this trail, and then walk my butt back. So on this Freedom Friday, because it's Freedom Friday, make sure you get you some exercise in. If it's nothing more than walking, because walking is it's a lot more than anything, to be honest with you. It really is. All right. So I'm out of gas. I'm out of here. Let me finish walking this morning. You guys take care. Have a wonderful morning. And I will see you all at 3 o'clock on the Hour of Power. We're going to talk about financial freedom on this Freedom Friday. All right, you all. Have a good day. Peace.